What's going on, y'all, man? It be me. It be Official Dre Live. Oh my goodness. Anyways, man, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on notifications. Y'all seen the title of my video. Now let's talk about it briefly. I'm gonna give y'all 3, maybe 4, maybe even 5 of the things that I kind of hate with NBA 2K right now. Things that were taken out of the game that should have never been removed. Things that were in the game that were pretty good that should have never been taken away. Things that remind me that this game is either heading in a good direction or in a bad direction. I wanted to talk to y'all in this type of video, what things that I miss, things that I need, and things that I think the 2K community would benefit from. Now, best believe, since I'm a part of the 2K community, and which I said I didn't want to be, but until I realized I wanted to be in WW, I gotta give y'all a brief backstory. Wait, rhyming accidentally. Oh my God, I'm on my Christmas right now. Now, one thing that I really just want to talk about, obviously I want to give y'all some gameplay, so y'all not just hearing me talk about a whole bunch of around the snooze now, but one thing that I really miss, or one thing that I really need with 2K, is animations that create a decent amount of space for builds that are at least 6'9" and above. Now, on a 6'9" build on NBA 2K24, man, you can create space, but you have to do it in the weirdest ways possible. On 6'8" builds and even guard builds, you have to spam the Jamal Murray behind the back just to create a decent amount of space. Or there's snatchback moves that create literally the slightest bit of space, yet it says wide open on a jump shot. On a 6'10" build, and I'm speaking from my own personal frustration, I make 6'10" builds on 2K, so I'm already giving myself a restriction. On top of that, I need to find me a 6'10" jump shot, which is also pretty hard to do because there's some jump shots that simply put, they not the best. Even as high as my ratings are and I can unlock the best type of jump shots, that don't mean I'm going to get the best jump shots. You feel me, dog? And 2K took this out a while ago where you could get guard jumpers. I think they took it out around 2K20, 2K19 to where at one point you could be on a 6'10", 6'11" build but get Stephen Curry released. You feel me? They took that out the game a while ago. However, if they added it back, but there will be a tad bit more restrictions on it in terms of just releases. What are we going to do with the release? I'd rather not have that base, or just keeping the bases strict like how they've been doing. I've really been liking that because it forces a lot of people to think. But then again, I have certain builds that require a certain jump shot base, but also require a certain jump shot rating. So I have to always keep that in mind when I am making my new builds. So it gets a little bit frustrating, but once again, I've been able to adapt, find out, and figure out everything that I've always ever needed within this game. Recently, I found out that I had a build that could get Tracy McGrady base. And I had a 73 ball on the build, but I forgot I had a higher mid-range and stuff like that, that it keeps me involved within the game. But the thing is, I have complaints for builds that are 6'10" and above, mainly when you're trying to be a 6'10" god. On 2K23, you can make a 6'10" build and have an 80 ball handle. You can make a 6'10" build and have 80 ball handle. On this year's game, you can have a 76 ball handle. Why isn't the build just a tad bit more free, but also at a cost? You feel me, big dog? I wish I can explain what I am seeing or what I am visualizing, and I'm pretty sure some people may agree with me, and I may add some bigger content creators to give me their thoughts and their opinions on such things like this. But say if we lived in a world on 2K where the builder was a completely free builder, yet at certain heights or at certain things you had to pay at a cost. For instance, I wanted to make a 7'3" build, but the build got 99 3-pointer. However, since 99 3-pointer is so expensive and costs so much, that means where else would the build be restricted at? Which means it can be restricted in terms of defense, speed, finishing, etc. and so forth. Maybe I wanted to make a 6'10" build and I sacrificed on my 6'10" build to get 89 ball handle. However, yeah, my speed would be good, but my defense may be terrible, or my shooting may take effect, or my finishing won't be that great. Do you see where I'm going with this? And once again, I believe a completely free builder would probably be the best thing for 2K because it will give people the thoughts that they've been trying to put together without I have to put up this rating and this rating goes up along with it, and etc. and so forth. Now I get it, because you can't have close shot but not have a mid-range. That don't add up, gang. But you feel me, dog? You can't have a 3-ball and not have a mid-range. That don't add up either. So at a cost, that's what I'm saying. If you giving yourself only a 3-ball, no midi, you're gonna pay that price. That's the simplest thing. Back in the day on 2K, you feel me? I think 2K16 and down, where they had you such a simpler time in life, but point blank period. If you didn't have any layup rating upgraded at all and you were that close to the rim, you missed. And you know, I'm not going to say 2K bring that back, but if you are extremely close, extremely wide open, obviously that's going to be a bucket. However, even the slightest bit of contest, you feel me, dog, that's going to be off, and that's the way 2K should have it. Another thing when it comes down to builds and animations and things of those natures, things of those sorts, is not only are some of the animations extremely clunky, but on taller builds, it is extremely harder to create space. Nah, depth, but I'm just saying, I'm putting out there in the atmosphere. Why couldn't there be animations that all build sizes could not only use, but everything will be able to create some form, some amount of space to either take an open shot, whether it be off the dribble, a standstill, whatever it is. Instead of me having no ability to create space, depending on who I'm going against, it could be the worst build or the greatest build, I still will be able to probably create this amount of space and even still miss a shot regardless. So I'm just asking 2K, and you know, this is just a big ask, but can y'all figure it out to a way where not only, you know, these big builds, I'm not going to say a 6'11 can get the Jamal Murray behind the back, but there are people like DeMar DeRozan. We can get that behind the back rating because it doesn't make sense how we can't get his, but we can get Anthony Edwards. It doesn't add up. You feel me? Another thing, there are builds that are at the power forward role or basically positions that you get shades of. LeBron, Jason Tatum, I go on. All I'm just saying is we get comparisons and shades of these builds, right? Shouldn't we even be allowed to get their animations, jump shots, dribble moves, etc. and so forth, because we get comparison to them? Yet a lot of these animations are restricted as hell, which I like at one cost, but at the same thing too, I'm trying to make me a 6'10 build and create some goddamn space. I'm not asking to give me guard jump shot bases, but give me a guard release. What the hell is the release going to do except help me green a little bit more? You feel me? This year, we had to spend the whole first 4 seasons dealing with these little ass guards that had no bag, that had no move, but all they had to do was use Magic Johnson cross, right, and got to the rim every single time, or they're over here using the John Wall push cross and getting to the rim every single time on a build with 92 block, chase down artists, Hall of Fame, etc. and so forth. You'll feel me? 6'10 builds, they get blown by, yet they have 84 to 85 perimeter defense, but you can't equip the badge clamps, or you can't get the badge clamps. Why is it at certain heights you can't get badges, but this is gonna make me mad. I could be 6'11 on a build and still get handles for days, at least bronze. Yet I can't get bronze clamps when I have 84 strength or 84 perimeter defense or meet the requirements to get clamps to some level. What big doesn't have clamps or can't put clamps out there on the floor? Most of these small forwards and power forwards y'all listing at 6'8", 6'9" are basically 6'10". I mean, really, why can't we get certain badges on defense that would at least help us play a little bit better defense? Me personally, now I'm making a grand sacrifice when I'm making a 6'10 build. I'm making a grand sacrifice when it comes down to defense because I could be clamping somebody up and what? They do a push cross, they get to the rim. They get this morph through my body, get to the rim. That big hesitation step back that's been in the game for 5-2K, the LeBron step back that LeBron has never done in real life. Yet I have pro animations, right? Show me one time LeBron did that step back specifically in real life. I'll wait. Never happened. Anyways, yet it's an animation in the game. And yet only it's restricted to guards. Yet LeBron is 6'9", pushing 6'10", been 6'8", 250 his whole career. I'm just saying. You feel me? I'm just saying. I think 6'10 builds and above need animations. You feel me? I get the restrictions because as soon as I make my build 6'9", I get all these animations. I get everything. So it's like, what am I complaining for? Well, sometimes I'm a big. You know, y'all have restricted everything to position in the rec center or restricted everything into the 1v1 court. And then that's going to be the last thing I talk about that's going to burn my goddamn bridges. The 1v1 court, this weak ass fucking theater you got going on. Let the theater be for just 3v3, 2v2. Etc. and so forth. Why the fuck do I have to go play the 1v1 court and play rush 1v1 or do this 1v1 or it's not make it take it 1v1? I gotta guesstimate when it's make it take it 1v1 on NBA 2K. I'm sick of it. Okay, I just want my regular 1v1 gauntlet that y'all had in the goddamn 2K22, but took it out of next gen and put it only on current gen for some weird ass fucking reason. Nobody told you to touch that shit. Nobody told you to touch that shit. All right, you feel me? And in terms of just everything overall with the game, 2K isn't a bad game. Unfortunately, I've had to put way more hours into dribbling, creating space, especially on 6'10 builds and above, in order to play the type of game that I want to play for myself. I've had to put time and effort and money into builds that I not only thought were good, but they weren't meeting the requirements of me being able to play the game at some level and degree that I know for a fact that I can play the game at. You know, another thing that I really do want to say about NBA 2K when it does come down to at least being like a 6'10 build or everything being capped off and restricted and all this other stuff, why can't we be able to get every badge in the game? Can't we briefly, just quickly, follow me? Why can't we be able to get every badge in the game? You know, when I look at it, then give me 1 second because I do have to go look at it. You know, don't get mad at me now. But if I were to make maybe a 6'10" build, you know, a 6'10" regular old build, why couldn't I get bronze ankle breaker on that build? You know, what is going to hurt about me getting bronze ankle breaker? What is going to hurt about me being able to get, you know, certain badges? Does that make sense? What is going to hurt? What is going to destroy me in terms of getting badges? I got to look at the badges, actually, if I'm being completely real. Badges that I can't get, obviously, what? Ankle breaker is restricted to 6'9". But I want to be 6'10" and get my ankle breakers. And I want to be able to at least get that badge on silver. With a restricted or with the unrestricted, goddamn, whatchamacallit, badging system, I think I'd be able to go a little bit more crazy than with everything else. Why can't I get slippery off the ball? What does me getting open have to do with anything? I have to restrict my height to be 6'9" just to get some of these badges that I really can't get at all. What is the point of this? Why can't I get 94 feet? Why? If I meet the requirements to get a badge, I should get that badge, and that should be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. What is the restriction on that? Is it going to glitch out the game? Is it going to make the game unfair? Is it going to make big builds too overpowered or something? See, I would respect that, but cold-heartedly just not being able to get a badge at all is completely and utterly insane to me. Now, another thing, once again, with the defense, on a 6'10" build, why can I not get fast feet? Why can I not get these badges? It's not going to make me that much overpowered than the next person, I promise you. Especially, and I'm complaining for the 6'10" build and above. Why can't we get these badges? Now, on a 6'11" or maybe a 7-footer build, I don't see why they would get it. But also, one last thing. Why can I not, I repeat, why can I not get, on a 6'10" build, speed booster? You know, why? Like I said, in my heart of hearts, in my honest opinion, I believe that you should be able to get and earn every single badge in the game for at least 6'10" and down. Now, 6'11", you may be pushing it. You could be 6'11" and get bronze handles for days, but you can't get bronze clamps, and you meet the requirements to get bronze clamps. You feel me? I'm going to stop complaining there. This video's been long enough. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you believe should be in the game. Let me know what things that you would want to see 2K change and or bring to the game just to make it that much better. With all that being said, though, man, I'm going to catch you all